Well, just a short while back, I did speak to Kailash Satyarthi, Nobel laureate, on this particular investigation and others. I began by asking him his reaction to the NDTV expose into babies' bazaar, little children, little babies being sold for a few thousand rupees.
Well, it's definitely shameful, but ironically, it is not shocking for me. I had come across many such incidents where the young children are stolen and sold and bought like animals, and sometimes in lesser prices than the animals. So it is 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 is quite common. And I could recall some of the discussions among such children who were freed later on, and I felt really very ashamed when some of those children talk among themselves that how much money they have been sold for, and other replies that for 20,000, for 30,000. And when it was asked that what is a buffalo cost in the village, it is 5 to 10 times more than that of a child. So really it's a pity, it's a shame, it's an irony.
Actually, it's frankly disgusting and disgraceful that babies should be sold in that manner, as if they were animals, as if it was some sort of a supermarket. Mr. Satyarthi, just wanted to ask you, if you had to look for solutions, and you've done so much work in this field, what can actually be done to, first of all, end the racket in this particular area, but overall, what can be done to check the menace of child trafficking in India?
This trafficking of children is one of the most lucrative illicit businesses in India. 60 crore rupees are earned every day out of it, according to one of the studies conducted a couple of years ago. As we know that 15 children go missing every hour in our country, and 40% of them are never found. These children are sold here and there. So first of all, we have to crack down on these organized criminal gangs, but also the entire economy has to be cracked down because a lot of money is involved and a lot of corruption is involved in it. Laws have to be deterrent, and there should be an accountability fixed on those local authorities who are responsible for the enforcement of such laws, including the local police stations and police officers. There are other measures could be taken. For instance, adoption is something which has been talked about for quite some time, and we have been demanding that there should be a proper mechanism of adoption agencies, and the agencies have to be converted into the proper organized accountable authorities, so that they have to report back to the government. It has to be made more simple and clear so that the illicit business of stealing the children and selling them out in the illicit market for adoption purposes should be stopped.
Right, Mr. Satyarthi, those are excellent suggestions. Now, I wonder if we could just ask some advice actually from you, because obviously Uma in particular and all of us at NDTV feel a certain amount of responsibility to baby Bhavani, as we are calling her, and we've said we'll do whatever we can to try and help working with the NGOs in that area. Any specific suggestions or advice that you could give us on how we can make sure that no harm is brought to that particular baby at least?
Actually, this baby and children like them are legally entitled for the care and protection under the present Juvenile Justice Act, and hopefully the proposed amended act would be even better. So even now, this girl could immediately be taken care by the government agencies. There are homes for such children. She could also be taken care of by a parent or an agency, and she could be given to such agency or such parents by the local juvenile justice board, or basically by the child welfare committee. So local child welfare committee could immediately take action, or should immediately take action for the care and protection of this girl, and I am sure that they will do it, because it is not only in their authority, but they are responsible for taking such actions for care of such children.